guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look I have on right now. I'll show you all a close-up so you can see exactly what it is. It's like a forest green over the lid, and then we've got some purple and brown shades through the crease. I really like the finished look, and I absolutely loved playing around with this palette. This palette is by Huda? I really don't know how to say it. But it literally just came in the mail today and I died and I had to film with it. It is absolutely beautiful. It is probably my new favorite palette. Probably the best palette I've ever owned. It is stunning. The shadows are so pigmented, blend out so easily. I've never felt softer eyeshadows as well. Like, it is ridiculous. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Even though it's a bit all over the place, I forgot to film at one point. The lighting's in and out. Not really working out for me, but we're just gonna do it anyway. Okay, so I was gonna film a totally different tutorial, but then this came in the mail. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the, I don't know how to say, is it Huda Beauty? Huda. I don't know why I really struggle to say that word, Huda. Anyway, the Huda Beauty palette. So it literally just came in the mail just then. I ordered it from Sephora in Australia. I have been trying to get my hands on this since it came out, and it has been literally impossible to get, or I would have had to pay like double the price. The top row has some amazing like metallic glitters, and then the rest of them are mattes, and I am just like I'm a matte girl, and I can easily say that I have never felt a softer eyeshadow in my life. These are ridiculous. Like, the quality is the highest I've ever seen. I don't even know where to start. I just knew that I needed to film a tutorial with it right now. I'm gonna completely improvise it, which is what I usually do anyway. It is 40 degrees where I live at the moment, which I don't know what that converts to in Fahrenheit, but I know it's over 100. It is so hot. So I'm a little bit like... So I'm going to start out with priming using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Primer. Sorry about my tan hands. I was in a rush last night and I just did the worst tan of my life, and I'm stuck with it. It's so embarrassing. The foundation, I'm going to risk it and try one that I've never tried before, and I'm kind of scared to try. It's the Australis O2 Glow, and this is in the shade, I'm guessing, some sort of golden beige. So I'm just going to go on with this one here. I'm hoping it's a good match because I've never actually tried it before. Oh, that's dark. It is very dark. Do I just keep going? Let's take a bit more and see if it kind of blends in with my tan, but it looks pretty dark. I'm just gonna go with it, even though I hate when I see other people do this. I'm just gonna have to blend that baby down. It doesn't have a bad coverage. I just think maybe I should go a little bit lighter. Oh, the other day I filmed an entire tutorial and I didn't press the record button. That's how my life is going lately. Alrighty, I'm just going to roll with this foundation. I don't think it's too bad. Hopefully once I conceal and powder it evens out a little bit. For concealer, I'm also trying one out that I haven't used before. It's the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This one's super famous. I just never tried it before because we don't sell this brand in Australia, so it's a little bit harder to get. I think I got it off Beauty Bay. So just going to apply it straight up. Why does it smell funny? Is that normal? It smells like a wet dog. Okay, so on to the chatting. I haven't had a video for 2 weeks, and before that I think it was like a month and maybe a bit more. I was moving back home. Whoa, that's super light. And so it was really hard for me to try and film. It was during like Halloween, which is a very important time of year on YouTube, and I just could not get into it. I was very frustrated because I love Halloween. So That's why I didn't have one up for like 2 months, and then I made a video like I'm back and I'm ready to go, and then I got a really bad flu, which I still have a sinus infection right now. It's just not going away. So it's been really hard to film when I couldn't really talk and I was like vomiting and I had a cold, but I think I'm getting better now, so hopefully I'm actually gonna film videos again. Seriously, I can't use this concealer if it smells like a wet dog. Oh, it stinks. Maybe it's off. Does your LA, what's this called? Does your LA Girl concealer smell like a wet dog? Because mine does. Thought it was my brush, but it's definitely the concealer. Yeah, so my life for the past 6 months has been pretty like hectic. Not in a good way. So that's why my channel has really been neglected for a while now. It makes me really sad. Also because YouTube isn't my main source of income, obviously, so I have a full-time job outside of YouTube and it's really, really hard to juggle both. I know some people do manage to do it, but I struggle. I'm just so tired and I have to travel so far and like get to my work and so far back, so I really do not want to be filming at 10 o'clock at night when I have to get up at 5 o'clock, so I know it's excuses and whatever, but yeah. So my under eye concealer, I'm using my Banana Powder by Australis, my go-to. I feel like this video is just a big complaint video, but it's been built up in me for months. To set the rest of my face, I'm using my Australis Fresh and Flawless, so we're pretty much having a full face of Australis today. And since I've moved, the lighting here is definitely not as good, which really bugs me because I found the perfect lighting and now it's just gone. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring and bronzing using the Revlon Sculpt and Highlight palette, which they made with Chloe Morello. It's amazing. If you guys haven't tried it, like, this is one of the best contouring palettes I've ever used. I adore it. I'm going to use the little brush that it came with, which I seriously, this is like one of my new favorite brushes. It is such a good bronzing and contouring brush. So I'm just applying the darker shade underneath my cheekbone, blending that up onto my forehead as well. I'm going to apply some blush. I recently bought the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, which was again very popular on YouTube, but I never ended up buying it when it was very popular. So I eventually bought it and I really do quite like it actually. It's like a good universal blush that I can use with most eye and lip looks. Then I'm going to take the NYX Strobe of Genius palette, which is this guy here, and I'm going to take a mix of these two ones on the end. Just apply that to the older cheekbone and up onto the brow bone. Such a good highlight, this one. On the top of the lip, down the nose. I've been loving applying it to the tip of my nose to make my nose look pointier, because I do not have a pointy nose at all. It's really quite flat and I hate it. So I like that I can kind of give it that fake little point. I'm going to set my face with the Maybelline Master Fix, which is one of my favorite setting sprays. This is going to feel so good on my face because I can feel myself sweating already. Oh my god, I'm just going to put it on my body just to cool me down. Oh, that feels so good. Christ, it is hot at the moment. Like, this summer is a scorcher. Okay, I'm going to do my brows. Because I dyed my hair last night, it's a little bit darker, pretty much just like a dark brown. I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown. I'm just going to fill in brows. Okay, so I don't really know what I'm doing with this look, so it may turn out like a mixture of every single colour on my eyelid, but we're just going to do it. I think I'm going to start out with Bay, which is the worst name for an eyeshadow I've ever seen. That just put the palette down from a 10 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. I'm taking Bay, which is this guy here. I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid to set any sort of foundation that was on there. It's like a good setting color actually. I do not know. Who names an eyeshadow Bay? Okay, so if we're wondering why this eye looks so different to the other eye, I just filmed the rest of this tutorial and it didn't actually film it. And I lost it all, so we're starting this eye again. Take two. So I've applied the green all over the lid. Now I'm going to go in with Sandalwood. Sandalwood is this kind of neutrally brown shade just down here. Taking Sandalwood and we're sweeping that through this crease and upper crease area. Next we're taking Henna, which is the shade next to it, and we're going to pop that in our crease directly using a fluffy brush, and that'll kind of just diffuse it up a little bit higher as well. Next we're going to go in with Bossy, which is a little bit more of a purple shade. We're going to pop that just through our crease again, but a little bit lower than the last shade. I cannot believe it did not film me doing that whole thing. Just how many times does this happen to me? Okay, so next we're going in with Cocoa, which is I think one of my favorite shades in this palette. It's just that one right there. We're going to apply that with a little bit more of a precise fluffy brush, sweeping that through the crease and in the outer V. We've got this gradient of colours going on from the deeper purple to the lighter brown, making sure you're blending everything as you go. I'm starting to get real shiny and sweaty over here. Okay, for our lower lash line, all I did was go in with Henna, just this shade down the bottom on a precise pencil brush. This one is by Sedona Lace, I think. And I'm just fluffing that out over the whole lower lash line. I'm taking Cocoa, that darker shade we used in our crease, on a little flat pencil brush and applying that directly in our lash line. I'm just going to go in with 24K, which is this beautiful gold shade, and we're going to apply that to our inner corner. I wanted to have a little bit of a different inner corner highlight than the norm. For the brow bone, we're going to do something a little bit more normal, and we're going to take Moon Dust, which is a little bit more of a yellow based highlight, but it's not as dramatic as having the yellow. For lashes, I'm using Socialize Seductress lashes. They're a little bit thicker and they're a little bit harder to apply because the band is thicker, but I love them. And they make a great mustache. Okay, so I'm actually applying these before my eyeliner, just because they're thick and I want to go in afterwards and fill in the gaps. And lately I've been finding it a lot easier to do my winged eyeliner once my falsies are on. I don't know why, but it makes me do it a lot more petite and straight, and I don't know what magic is going on there, but I just do it a lot better once they're on, so that's the way I'm going to do it. For eyeliner, I'm using the Rimmel Glam Eyes. It's one of my new favourites. It's amazing. For mascara, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal False Lash Wings Sculpt, which is pretty much my favourite mascara. It's amazing. And I'm just going to join up my natural lashes with the false lashes and then apply a generous coat to the bottom lashes. Going to go in with an old favourite, my Amuse pencil in Natural, which everybody always laughs at me for using because they're so tiny, but I cannot find the product anywhere on the internet. I think it must have been discontinued, and it breaks my heart because it's my favourite pencil in the whole world. It's like a really nice deep browny neutral colour. Okay, this is literally the last of this pencil. So sad. Then we're going to go in with MAC's Velvet Teddy. Haven't used this guy in ages. I'm going to quickly apply some lip gloss. This is literally by Kylie Cosmetics, because I never wear gloss, so may as well do something different. And this is the finished look, minus the lipstick on my teeth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know you can't see it very well with this lighting. It is so overcast outside and nothing's just really working out for me. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed me just playing around with the new palette. I'm in love with it. I seriously give it 10 out of 10, apart from the fact that one of them looks called Bay. A little disappointing. Otherwise, I hope you guys are having a good day or night, and I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. Bye!